The history of the world is about to change forever. And God is sending us messages on His high-definition billboard by speaking to us in the heavens using the 4 blood moons. The question is, are we listening? The next tetrad will end in September 2015, which will include the year of Shemitah. Will the crisis happen as before? What earth-shaking event will it be? This we know. Things are about to change forever. The Shemitah year and Feast of Tabernacles begin at sunset September 25th, 2014. These occurrences are not coincidental. This is the hand of God orchestrating the signs in the heavens. The final 4 blood moons are signaling that something big is coming, something that will change the world forever. John Hagee, 4 blood moons. Something is about to change. Preface. I first heard about the relationship between blood moons, the feasts of Israel, and the end times in the early fall of 2008 at a prophecy conference. During his presentation, one of the other speakers presented the view that a coming blood moon, lunar eclipse, that fell in close proximity to the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles, signaled the soon coming of the Lord. Careful not to be labeled a date-setter, the presenter constantly hedged his bets, yet he all but said this was a harbinger of the end, or that the even more significant blood moon occurrence in 2014 to 2015 would signal the end. Then, in October 2013, I had the privilege to speak at the largest annual prophecy conference in the United States, and questions about the relationship between the 4 blood moons in 2014 to 2015 came up several times in the question and answer session and while talking to individuals. About the same time, John Hagee's book, 4 Blood Moons, was released, becoming an instant bestseller. By the time this book is published, Mark Biltz will have released his book, Blood Moons, Decoding the Imminent Heavenly Signs. In 2007, Pastor Biltz first discovered the correlation between when blood moons fell on Jewish feast days and key historical world events involving the Jewish people. He claimed to have found the divine link or intersection between biblical prophecy, historical events, and heavenly signs. Being a student of Bible prophecy, I was of course interested. So I watched several videos of Mark Biltz's teaching about the blood moon's prophecy and the Jewish feasts, and read 4 blood moons to learn what the furor was all about. I agree with many things in John Hagee's 4 blood moons about God's future plan for national Israel, the rapture, the second coming, and our need to be ready at any time for the Lord's return. I also deeply appreciate his commitment to the Jewish people and passion to bless them, in keeping with Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. Yet, when it comes to his analysis of the 4 blood moons and their relationship to Scripture, history, and the end times, I disagree with his interpretation of some Scriptures and the conclusions he draws from the historical data. My view is that much of what people are saying today about blood moons is based on speculation and a misinterpretation of Scripture. Blood Moons Rising will examine in the light of Scripture the view that many well-known prophecy teachers are presenting. In this book, I will disagree with fellow believers, but my disagreement is not intended to be personal. I appreciate others who give their lives to ministry for Christ and His body, and I don't claim to have it all figured out when it comes to end-times prophecy. When I disagree, I hope to do so in an irenic spirit. My goal is to present what I believe Scripture says about the end times, examine the historical evidence for the blood moon's prophecy, and leave you to make your own decision. I used to be an attorney, so I want to make my case, present the evidence, and let you render your own verdict. My prayer is that the Lord will use this book to help bring greater clarity about what lies ahead as we await the coming of the Lord, and stir within each heart a readiness for that day.